This is the Halo 65HE, a mechanical magnetic keyboard. I've been using this thing for a little bit now, so I think it's finally time to make a review on it. The box is pretty simple. You slide it off like this, you can see the keyboard on the front and an outline of it here. You open this up, and ignore this. You open this up, and the keyboard's in there when you get it, and it comes with this toolbox, which comes with this, and it comes with some extra keycaps in case you're using it on a Windows computer, or in case you want to, whatever this is. This keycap puller pulls keycaps. It does its job quite well. Once you take the keycaps off, you're gonna notice here are the switches. And the one thing about the switches that I don't like when you have RGB going is that they're this color. This color does look really cool by itself, but when you're trying to put it on a color like yellow, it blends it and it makes it a bit more of a weird color. So it is actually online, which is super nice because this lets you don't have to download anything. So as long as you have some sort of browser, I'm using Chrome right now. But this is what it looks like once you have this pulled up. Obviously you have to have the keyboard to use it. I think there's a demo mode somewhere that you can use, but I have mine on gaming mode. There's a little button, which I will probably edit in. Well, actually it's right here. There's a little button right here to where you can switch the modes. I keep mine in gaming because that's what I do with the keyboard. So once you have whatever mode you want to edit with the switch, you click on that. Once you bring it in here, there are a bunch of different controls. I'm going to go over the most important things in my opinion. Mode settings, this is not very important, but let's start off with lighting effects. So there are some very interesting things in here. The decorative lamp, as you can see right here, is the halo. So on here you can see what color it's going to be. So I want to change it to red. Now it's red on the outside here, and you'll see that change on your keyboard. So I'm setting mine back to purplish because that's what I keep it at. But you can go to macro recording, which I don't think I use for anything. I don't need it for anything, so I haven't really messed with it that much, but it's super easy to use. You just click start recording, press some keys, stop it, and then you can assign that to like macro 1, or you can change. So with the macros, you can click default interval, and then type in 1 millisecond, and then when you click start recording, you'll see that every single thing that you press here is 1 millisecond of time between it. So then if I stop, you can assign that to a key, and then when you press that button, it will do all of this, however fast it needs to be. Move on to trigger settings. I have some certain things messed with, but you can select just one of these keys to be a certain point, or you can select all of them. I keep my movement keys for certain games or keys that I press the most at really low actuation points. So right now I'm pressing down my A key, and you can see right here, the further I press it down, the further this goes on here. So it's basically just a visualization of the press, and it also shows right here by this how far I'm pressing it down, and it's pretty accurate. So yeah, I keep my actuation point right at 10, so I can do it over and over again. And now another really cool feature is, since it's magnetic, you can set the actuation point to whenever you want. It's a big thing with magnetic keyboards. I also have rapid trigger on, which just lets you, for example, if I want to press this key again, I don't have to go all the way back up to the top for it to reset. I can just keep spamming this key down here, and it's not even at the actuation point. So then there's key bindings. You can set any of these keys to, I think, almost anything. I don't think, maybe you can't change the escape key, but I think you can change anything. There's a ton of different things that you can change your keys to. There's as well some RGB controls, which are super helpful. Got some special characters, so yeah, there are a lot of things. And then here are your macros, which you can record in this tab up here. Yeah, this is super nice because I can change the trigger settings. And if you go to key bindings, let's say you right click on a key, there are a bunch of different features here. So dynamic keystroke, you can basically set 4 actions on one press of a key. So you can assign up, it's kind of like macros, it's just a little bit different. Mod tap, so I use this for my volume button. As you can see right here, if you lightly tap the key, that makes my volume go up, and if you hold it, it makes it go down. So you can experiment with this with the keyboard. It's a pretty interesting feature. I don't really understand what toggle key. So SOCD and hypertap, if you don't know what that is, it's so you can hold down A, press D, and still be holding down A, and then let go of A. Just look up what hypertap is, or snappy tap, or snappy tappy. It's on Wooting keyboards and Razer keyboards, so yeah, it's considered cheating in some games, so be really careful with this. That is my wrap up. That is my quick overview of this. If there are any questions or anything like that, please let me know in the comments. If you want me to show anything more in depth, I'm gladly do that. It is a 65%, so you don't have function keys, but you can hold down your FN key and press one of your number keys, and that will still work. It also has a page down, page up, home, and delete button on here, and you keep your arrow keys with 65%, so if you ever want to use your arrow keys, they're still there. And these extra keys also are super nice. I would recommend setting these keys over here to your macros if you're going to use them, only because they're kind of extra and you don't really need them for gaming, but if you need to press a macro for whatever reason, it would be nice to set them at that over here. That is all for today's video. I normally don't do keyboard reviews, I just strictly stay to keeping content, so this is a little bit out of my zone. So if this video was not the greatest, please let me know how I can improve. If you liked it or want to see more stuff like this, drop a like and subscribe. But for now, that'll be it.